Okay, so this is my father, Francisco Javier. He is 68 years old and he lived the Cold War. Not all, but a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions. Hope you can answer them. He's a little bad with English, but I know he's gonna make a big effort. Okay, so the first
Very
question.
big effort.
Yeah. The first question is, what countries were the world leaders during this period?
The world leaders was the US, well, the Soviet Union was all on the north of part of Asia and Europa, Europe, and the other part was United States. Obviously, China and Japan was have a they was part of some of them, China from Russia and Japan from United States, but the principal was Soviet Union and United States. Sorry for my English.
Don't worry. Okay, next questions. Why did countries who were allies during the wars become enemies afterwards?
After?
Yeah, like after this. Why they become enemies? Why those countries, country
Well,
leaders become enemies?
during the war, well, I born after the war. I born in 63, no, in 53, and 10 years after the war. Well, 9 years after the war. But and I wrote something about the Cold War when I was 15 years. That means 68. For that reason, there was a lot of changes between the Second War and the moment I read before the Cold War. In that moment, there was dual Germanys, and also some part of between Germany and Soviet Union, like Yugoslavia and other countries, and the other side until Italy was enemy of United States. When the war empty, Italy comes part of the United States, and most all the Europe, the south of Europe, was part of the we say right bloc. The right bloc. The right bloc was well, I don't remember too much, but Holland, France, England, obviously Spain, Italy, and maybe there was all. The other ones was something like communist, not exactly, but something like.
Okay. Where did the Cold War take place?
There was something virtual. It was virtual because the Cold War was only talking or words between or says between both enemies. The United States was making a lot of war machinery, and also Soviet Union was making a lot of arms and well, war furniture. everything of the well, it's my point of view. The Cold War was only how I say talking. The people talks about I'm gonna kill you, no? And the others say yes, I'm gonna kill you before first, and that's what it was as a game, not necessarily a war, but was as a game. If I want to think exactly what was my point of view, but we are very afraid about the third war, because the third war could be an atomic war, and there was a lot of atomic bombs in all the world, especially in the United States and also in Russia. But there was some, we say ojivas, or little bombs, or the bomb in Cuba from Russia, and for that reason, United States had a place in Cuba. Guantanamo was something like a jail, but was not a jail. The real thing, there was a little place with a lot of nuclear army, and also Mexico have some nuclear bombs from the United States, and we know places like very close to Alchichica, Puebla. We saw I saw the buildings and all that things from the United States beside the lagoon, very, very close Puebla, and I'm sure there was in other places.
Okay, the next question. What type of weapons did the two world powers have at their disposal?
Well, atomic bombs. The most probably atomic bombs, but also we saw the carrier of the moon travel, or moon travel. I almost sure that the United States had some, or make some army in the space, because the United States was very quiet, very quiet. They are not afraid. They are
Strategic?
surprisingly very quiet.
Like they had a
That they have
strategy.
something more than nobody knows, like the armament that they have beside Alchichica.
They were like at the spectative of everything, and
Everybody was expecting, but United States was very quiet, very like if nothing passed. Very, we say in Mexico, sin embargo.
Okay, and the last question: what opinion did the general public have of the Cold War?
Very,
Cold War.
well, Mexico is very special. The people, it's a low culture country, very low cultural country, and for that reason, not too much people talk about the Cold War, and like Mexicans, we always saw the Americans like our defender. No, we don't have a problem if the United States are very close to us. That's the way we saw, we thought, and we talk.
Okay, thank you for your answers, and have a good night.
This is only my viewpoint. Okay,
Point of
maybe
view.
point of view. Excuse me.